Welcome back. This is Hayes Tech ROM Reviews, and this review is on Tipsy. Um, this is going to be this is the second video in a three-part or a three-video trilogy on Ground Zero ROMs. I had a couple people ask me what the difference was between Tipsy, Tesla, and Validus, which I did a review on Validus not too long ago. And again, some of the questions out there were, what are the differences between them? What do you like more about this one than that one? And I kind of said basically the main differences were, one supported CMTE theming, the other two supported layers. And it goes a little deeper than that, but if I had to just sum it up, it would be that they are all three of them are outstanding ROMs in their own right, with many custom features. They come as flashed or supplied with probably one of the best supplied kernels I've tried. And I'm running this with the supplied kernel, so you guys are going to get a chance to see that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So we're going to go into settings. I am not running a theme. What you're seeing is how this is flashed, the way it shows up. Actually, it shows up light, a light color. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into display and the theme. Right now I have it on the dark. If I put it on light, you're going to see how it's actually flashed. It's going to do a system restart. And then you'll see this is actually the way it comes flashed. I like it. I like it with the themed look, which has the yellow and the black. I just think it shows up better. So I am going to go back to that, guys. Let me find it again here. Display, and it's going to be themes. And we're going to go dark. Actually, yeah. Alright. So we are going to go down to About Phone. I'm going to let you guys see it. It is Tipsy. This is the OMS version, by the way, guys. So that means that this is supporting Substratum. So if you guys have wanted to give it a try, this is the way to do it. Either this ROM or Tesla from Ground Zero will give you the options to try Substratum. This is for the Nexus 6. It does have the July security updates in it. As you can see, I am running their kernel. It's the Ground Zero ROM Drunk Engine. Again, I love Ground Zero ROMs, guys. I used to flash these quite a while ago. I still love them. They're just really cool. Again, my favorite of all of them, obviously, is Validus or Validus, because I love CyanogenMod's theme engine, and we'll get to that later. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go up into the custom settings, which is called the Tavern. And by the way, also, you guys are going to love the boot animation on this and the setup screen. Just like when I show you guys Tesla, they have done an outstanding job with the boot animation and their optimization animations. It's just over the top, just like Ground Zero always does. So, I mean, you guys are just going to love it. First up, of course, we've got Power Menu. This is going to be where you pick and choose what you want to show on your Power Menu. Right here is where you're going to actually enable the Power Menu. The best way to do it, at least for me, I just click on Show Always. Because I like having that Power Menu availability on my lock screen. If you want to be a little more secure, have it set so it's just, I'll show you, hide on lock screen. That way, somebody can't get your phone and just unlock it right from there. Power off and, anyways. This is what is offered in your Power Menu. Next up is going to be the animations. They've got quite a few things to choose from as far as animations go. You guys know I'm a fan of scrolling modifier. That is not in this ROM. But again, there are just a very, very small amount of ROMs out there that actually incorporate it into their ROM. So, it is what it is. Battery bar options. Here's where you're going to go to set up your battery bar right here. And by the way, the 3-minute mod, out of all 3 ROMs that I've tried, this is the one that it works on the best. Validus, man, I can't remember now. I think I had to have a zip made for that one. Don't quote me on that. I'm going to have to go back and watch my video because I don't have it on my phone, but I thought I did. This one you do not have to. This one, as soon as you flash it, go to the Play Store, download the 3-minute settings, and install it. That's it, and it comes right up. LCD density. You can change your LCD density right here. Lock screen wallpaper. Expanded desktop. Of course, this is where you're going to pick and choose apps that you want to show as expanded. Status bar settings, clock and date. And I picked yellow. I kind of wanted to keep with the theme that they had going. Unlike Tesla or Validus, it doesn't give you the option to change the size of the fonts, which would be cool if they did, but again, then it'd be exactly like the other ROMs. Let's see, where were we? Carrier label. You can pick the carrier label if you want. I didn't, but you can put anything you want there. They do give you the option to color it, so that's pretty cool. Actually, quickly I'll show you how to set it up if you want. We're going to click enable. We're going to go Tipsy. Click OK. I want to go with the yellow. Actually, I want to go with a little bit darker yellow. About that color. And that's how you set that up. Now, next up is going to be the battery. You can see, guys, I have mine hidden. Those are the options that they give you, though. Network traffic. I do have mine showing. I'd love to see this to where you could color this as well. They do not give you that option. Double tap to sleep. They do give you the time contextual header. Right now I'm running with none. If you click that on, that's what your header is going to look like. It's going to be time contextual depending on the time of the day. That header will change. Notifications, force expanded, disable immersive, and your show notification count. Weather settings, of course, this speaks for itself. This is just you setting up all of your weather options that you want, colors, all of that. It's going to be in here. You do have the lock clock settings, which are basically just your widget settings. Quick settings. You have your brightness slider, number of tiles, your quick pull down, animations. They do give you the 2 different animations to choose from. And then default and fast and low. Quite a few interpolars there. I'm actually going with the bounce this time. Vibrate on touch, and then of course your quick settings panel where you can pick and choose what you want to show. Guys, you'll have to excuse the way I sound. I'm all congested. I've actually got a pretty bad head cold, so I'm trying to get through this without sounding like a real jerk. So you're just gonna have to bear with me. Then you have shade transparency all the way at the bottom. That of course is so whether if you like to see through it like I do, you can change that. I kind of like that glass look, so that's how I have mine set up. And all the way at the bottom you have your status bar items. This is where you can pick and choose what icons you want to show on your status bar. If you're running cast, say, do you want that icon on the status bar or not? Well, you just click it on or off in this setting right here. Let's see, where were we at here? That was status bar. Recents are up next. Search bar, they don't give you a memory bar. That would be nice if they did. I actually do not like running with search bar, so, it is what it is. But it is still, again, guys, a really cool ROM. Then you can use custom recents, Omni switch. And then, of course, all the way at the bottom, they give you weather settings. And these are just about the same settings that you chose back earlier under status bars. So here again are pretty much the same weather settings. I will prove it to you under, where is it? Lock screen settings. Again, see? I mean, it's the same. So they just have it in two different places. That's all. That's pretty much it for the Tavern. Um, Navigation bar, hardware buttons. Yeah. Nav bar. Again, this doesn't have hardware buttons at the bottom like the One Plus One, so that's probably why it shut the settings down. These you can add or delete buttons, move them around right here. It's very easy to move them. You just physically grab it, move it, and you don't even have to hit save. It's done. If you want to add one, click the add, click it. Now I have a kill app. If you want to get rid of one, you just swipe it, and it's gone. Click back, and we're good to go. Dimensions, height, 48 dp is the highest. Of course, 0 or off is the lowest. Width, advanced settings is going to be menu visibility. This is going to be where you want to pick when you want your memory or your menu bar to show on your nav bar, or your menu. Oh, I can't talk. Your menu button to show on your nav bar. This is going to be where you choose that. Menu location. Come on. And then, of course, show landscape. App circle bars is what it is. It's like I told you guys before. Basically, you turn it on, pick some apps that you want, click OK, click your trigger width, height, like that, and it's good to go. Now, if you hit there, you're going to get that little circle that only has the apps that you chose in it. Just a quick setting. And then, of course, they give you Gesture Anywhere. If you guys use it, this is where it is. I don't use it, but, you know, it is there. So it's nice that they do give you that option. Next up is going to be the equalizer. Again, all the equalizer is Viper for Android, which is awesome that they give us that. It is working great. I've had no issues with it, no force closes, anything like that. Under display, these are the settings you get under display. Of course, you have your theme settings. You can pick that if you want. If I go automatic, we'll see what it does. I think it's going to go back to a light. Yep. Wallpaper. I think wallpapers force close on me when I try to use them. Let me pick on wallpapers once. Well, I guess they don't have it. All right. Well, that would be where you'd pick your wallpapers at. Your sleep time. Press power button twice for camera. Daydream. Ambient. It's all here. Pretty much standard what we're used to. You have your dashboard columns, settings, stuff like that. Font size. Category, you know, all that. And then, of course, all the way at the bottom, they got that new feature, the screenshot. It just, you set it up now so it instantly does things to your screenshot once you're done. Sound and notifications. I don't remember seeing anything on here that was kind of out of the ordinary. Here are your other sound settings. Of course, notification light, battery light. Let me see here. Pretty much all the same. Heads up is here. Your do not disturb is here. They do give you app ops, which is kind of cool. Under security, got your privacy guard up top. Screen or lock screen message if you want to put it. Double tap to sleep. Charging current. I love that charging current. It does work, by the way. If you have a charging issue, make sure you have that on. That way you can tell if it's in your brick or your cable, or even your USB plug. That will tell you what amps you have coming in or what the voltage is coming in. Not amps, but it'll be milliamps in your voltage. So that way you can tell whether or not you have a problem with your charger. And it is amps, it's milliamps, I'm sorry. You can encrypt your phone if you want, device administrators. This does come with Nova Launcher pre-installed. It also comes with ES File Explorer pre-installed. So under device administrators, you're going to see Nova Launcher under there. Of course, I removed both of those because I run older versions. I don't like the newer versions. So I uninstalled them and then I installed my own versions. Make sure you click on unknown sources. And that's about it. Screen pinning's all the way at the bottom. And about the only other thing on here, of course, would be developer options. Really not much underneath here. You don't even have like root options because it comes with SuperSU already. USB debugging, make sure you have that turned on. I can't remember whether they give you the shortcut to... No, they don't. And then under drawing, you're going to have your multi-window mode, and I think that's about it that for what I use. They don't even have the kill back app button all the way at the bottom. And that is it. It does come with SuperSU, although iFlash v2.52, that's what I flash. As you guys can see, that is my go-to on Changefire SuperSU. It allows me to do more with it. I don't like systemless root. I hate it. I know I'm going to have to go to it eventually, but man, I'm going to go kicking and screaming is all I can say. Now, what's cool about this? It does come with a couple really cool apps. Oh, and by the way, I ran Antutu on this. I'm not sure if it'll show the last. I did two of them. I had a 77 and a 73, and it's not going to show my other one. No, it's not. Let me see. No, see, my first one was 77 something, and I made the mistake of running a back to back. I shouldn't have. And whenever you do that, it drops. So 77, even 73 is pretty respectable for the for the Nexus 6. Come on. All right. What I wanted to show you was Kernel Auditor. As soon as I bring it up, it actually has its own Kernel Auditor called Ground Zero. Let me find it. Right here, Ground Zero Kernel Auditor. I just kind of wanted to let you guys see what the kernel kind of looked like. CPUs, this is what's really cool. If you guys like overclock features, I'm running it at 2 point. I'm running it at 2726 megahertz. Okay, guys. Yeah. It will go all the way up to 3033 megahertz. That's 3033 megahertz. I do not recommend running there. When I got my 7.7, that's what I was running it at. But I highly recommend you stay right around the 2649. That's stock right there. I'm running a little bit over, but it's just the way it is. It will drop all the way down to 98 megahertz on its lowest. I am running conservative, but these are the governors that they give you. They've got actually a plethora of governors incorporated into their supplied kernel. It's pretty cool. This would actually be a nice kernel to flash on the side. Let me see. Under the hot plugs, these are the hot plugs that it comes with. Zen, Blue, Mako, of course, that's what I'm running. Bricked hot plug, if you guys know anything about Bricked, it's another really cool hot plug. Although I don't use it, I like Mako. That's the one I stick with. And these, of course, are my Mako hot plug settings. CPU frequency unplug limit 2496 megahertz. I always set my high load counter at 3, load threshold 90%, max load counter at 50, min time CPU online 1, and timer at 1. That's how I set mine up. I wanted to show you the screen. It comes with the color profile quick change, which are basically presets. This is awesome. I like this. Normally you get this in Screen Auditor mod that you have to get from the XDA developers page, but this one's actually using it. So this is different from the one that you get from the Play Store, which is pretty cool. So along with that, I also wanted to show you under Power and Battery that this does have the quick charge feature. So no need to flash a custom kernel, guys. The kernel that comes with this ROM is perfect. I/O scheduler. It did come with SIO plus. That's what it was set at, or was it FIOPS? I forget now. Well, anyways, I always set mine to CFQ or BFQ or ISO. That's just how I like, or SIO. That's just how I like to run. So I'm running CFQ right now, and again, scrolling's really really smooth. So I'm having no issues with that. And that's about it. You guys can run through and check out what all is in the kernel as far as settings go. I think you're going to be impressed. Again, Viper for Android. I mean, it's got the ROM is packed. All right, guys, there it is. That's Tipsy from Ground Zero. My next one is going to be on Tesla. I did have a flash today and was going to do a video on it, but I was having all kinds of data issues. I would have data when I flashed a ROM, but as soon as I started setting it up, the more I got into it, my data would just go. It would say it wouldn't read my SIM card. So again, I'm going to wait and see if they have another update to that. It may be OSM or OMS related. Speaking of which, I don't even have that installed. Um, which I just want to show you guys quickly that it does support it. You do not have to be a tester to run it anymore. It installs very, very quickly. Or usually, there it is. So if I go into here, go down here, I'm going to pull that into there, and I will show you guys. Now, one thing you want to remember when you start this up, the first thing that's going to happen, it's going to try to pull any, well, besides asking for SuperSU, it's going to pull um, any themes that you have loaded. Yeah, now it's being a jerk. Alright, so I'm going to click home. I'm going to kill all of them. We're going to go back into it. See, I don't know why it's doing that. Let's go into apps. I'm going to pause this quickly. Well, actually, I'll show you guys how to fix this. If you have this kind of issue, just go into apps, find Substratum, go to permissions, and grant. I'm going to close them all out. We're going to try it again. And there we go. And I, of course, don't have any themes installed. But if I did, it would probably work. I haven't tested it, guys. Test it. Let me know how it works out. That's going to be about it. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you guys quickly. When you go to exit out of this, the one time and one time only, you're going to have to allow modifying system settings. Make sure you do that. That's it. Pretty much it for Tipsy. My next ROM will be on Tesla ROM. So that'll be the 3 ROM in the 3 ROM trilogy videos. So you guys can get a look at what the differences are between all 3 Ground Zero ROMs. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys on the next one. Oh, and I want to just say thank you to all of my subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Well, guys, I will see you on the next one.